Dryden has it. The game is over. Montreal wins the Stanley Cup.
There are so many special years in the history of the Montreal Canadiens. 1971 brought change that wasn't immediately apparent. The end of an era, but the start of another. Jean Béliveau was wrapping up a remarkable career, and a young goalie named Ken Dryden was about to start a decade of dominance in the nets. Dryden, of course, is more than the Hall of Fame goalie who won 6 Stanley Cups in his 8-season career. He's also been a hockey executive, an author, an MP, and a cabinet minister. We wanted to hear from someone who could share thoughts about Béliveau, the gentleman, leader, and teammate. So we turned to Ken Dryden.
Everybody everywhere in the country talked about him the same way. Jean Béliveau has class. He was my first roommate with the Canadiens. I was his last. He was 39, I was 23. I'd been called up to the team only a few weeks before the playoffs were about to begin. At the time, we stayed together as a team the whole postseason, on the road in hotels, at home up north in the Laurentians. And he had been assigned by our coach Al McNeil and general manager Sam Pollock to keep an eye on the kid, something I didn't know. He'd already won the cup 9 times. He got the room's double bed, I got the single. But I was also a teammate, so he wouldn't intrude on me unless necessary. He let me be and watched, and I watched him.
Hoffman takes the shot. Dryden has it. The game is over. Montreal wins the Stanley Cup.
If he could hold it together through our shocking ride to the Cup that spring, what right had I not to? By this time, he was no longer a great star, but he was our captain, our leader. In his last days as a player, he was what he would remain the rest of his life, a great presence. Strange though it seems, it's easy now to understate his playing career. It's also easy to forget that the Canadiens weren't always legendary. When Jean played his first full season in 1955, the team had won only 7 Stanley Cups in its history. But in 1956, the Canadiens would win the first of 5 straight championships, and in the 19 years that followed, 9 more, leaving every other team in our ice chips. With the Rocket, the Canadiens began their greatness. With Jean, we hit our dominant stride. Yet it was after he retired in 1971 that he became truly special. He became an ambassador for the team, but one like no other. He was proud of being a Montreal Canadian and proud of his sport. He was proud of being a Victoriavillois and a Montrealer, proud of being a Quebecer, proud of being a Canadian. He believed in all of them, and he represented all of them wherever he went. No place was too small or remote because no fan, no person was too unimportant. He was the great Jean Béliveau, tall, handsome, graceful, and gracious, with his warm dignity and friendly smile. Yet there he was. He treated everyone with such respect. He said the right things and in the right way, in French and in English, because that's what he believed and that's how he was. He made every occasion better. He made everyone who was there feel that their town, their organization, their province, their country, their event mattered, that they mattered. Appealing to their best selves, he reminded them of the best that was in them. It's how he had been as a player. Unlike many other great stars, his presence didn't diminish others. He made others better. He had other skills. He might have done other things. But he understood, probably by early in his life, that his greatest impact wouldn't be as corporate or political leader, but as Jean Béliveau, in doing what he did, in being who he was. A true all-time hockey great, an ambassador extraordinaire for all he believed in. Yet Jean's greatest achievement may have been that he was a very nice man.